Okay, how you doing again? Today I thought I'd talk about movies for women that men should watch. Yes, that's what I was going to say. The first one is all about Eve. Now, a little bit about the story. It's about an actress called Margot Canning, played by Betty Davis, an absolutely brilliant performance. And she helps out this woman, Eve Harrington, who's down on her luck. Eve Harrington is played by Anne Baxter. And of course, she's rewarded by Anne Baxter trying to steal her roles from her. It's I don't want to tell you too much about the story, but that's just for openers. It it has some of the best dialogue ever written for a movie. It's acid tongued. It's incredible. You, I think it was nominated for something like 14 Oscars, and I think it won one for a best supporting actor for George Sanders, who's absolutely brilliant, who plays, if I'm not mistaken, he plays a critic, a drama critic. Brilliant performance. George Sanders could never give a bad performance. Now, the second one was a movie called Laura. Laura is an absolutely cracker of a movie. And it's a story of a cop, played by Dan Andrews, who falls in love with a corpse. Sounds funny, but he's investigating this crime where a woman has been killed. And he starts to fall in love with the picture on the wall. He starts to be taken in by the story of Laura. But there's a performance by, I think it's his first time acting in a movie. He used to be a stage actor. I'm talking about a guy called Clifton Webb, and he plays a character called Walter Lydecker, who's completely unbelievable. he's even more acid-tongued than the cast in All About Eve. He's just got one cynical remark after another. It's if you have never seen Laura, you're in for a treat. And if you have seen it, you should watch it again because it's an absolutely brilliant movie. And it has a very young Vincent Price, who's quite good in it too. Now, that's the third one. The second one. The third one is The Ghost and Mrs. Muir. A beautiful little movie. And if you've never seen it, you should seek it out and look for it. It's got Gene Tierney, who also plays Laura, and Rex Harrison as the ghost, and George Sanders again. And it's the story of Mrs. Muir, who goes to live in a cottage by the sea. It's called Gull Cottage. And it has a ghost of an old sea captain who she starts to have conversations with. And she falls in love with. It's a very, very unusual movie. It's beautiful. It's in black and white. Funny enough, all three movies are in glorious black and white. Maybe I just like black and white because color, I think, sometimes gets in the way of a good movie. So these are three movies that I think that are definitely. Oh, and there's one other one now. Do you know what? It's called Pandora and the Flying Dutchman. It defies description in a way. It definitely does. James Mason plays the Flying Dutchman, who was a mythical character, I suppose, who comes to life every 100 years. And it was a lost movie for years, and it has been restored, and it's now on Blu-ray, and the quality of the movie it's very dreamlike. It's a very unusual movie. And James Mason and Ava Gardner are absolutely terrific. If you haven't seen it, watch it. And it's sometimes shown on TV, but I don't know where you can get it. The minute I found it, I bought it straight away. So that's all I said I'd tell you about today now. And maybe again tomorrow I might put something else up. All right, have a nice day.